seated position. So from your seated position, whether it's kneeling or cross-legged, just want you to have your spine nice and tall. And then you can place your hands on top of your thighs. And we're just gonna close the eyes. We're just gonna take a big deep breath in through the nose. Big breath outside through the mouth. Big deep breath in through the nose. Breathe out inside. We'll do that a couple more times, going at your own pace. Big deep breath in. And then sigh. One more time. Big deep breath in. And sigh. Now we're going to make that breath a little bit longer, but equal amounts, length of time in, equal time out. So we'll start with 4. So 4 count in, 4 count out, and we're going to breathe in and out of the nose. So just take a big deep breath in, breathe out. Now as you breathe in, count to 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep going at your own pace. Really feel that belly expand as you breathe in and retract as you breathe out. Nice long breaths to that 4 count. We'll do one more cycle. And then just take a big deep breath in and breathe out. We're going to try to go one more deeper, so count to 5. 5 in, 5 out. If you can't quite make 5, that's okay, just go back to the 4. So big deep breath in, breathing out. Now breathing into the count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep going at your own pace. Breathing in for 5, breathing out for 5. Just a couple more cycles, going at your own pace. And then take a big deep breath in and breathe out. We're going to come into nostril breathing, the type of pranayama. So you're going to use your right hand and you're going to drop your first two fingers. And you're going to use your thumb and your pinky finger to block the nose. So we're going to start by just breathing in and out on the left nostril. So what we're going to do is block the right nostril with the thumb. Keeping your head straight, keeping your back straight. You're just going to breathe in through the left. Breathe out to the left. Breathe in. Breathe out. So we're going to try to add that 4 count in, 4 count out. If you can't quite make it, that's okay. Just go as deep as long as you can. So breathing in, breathing out. Breathe into the count of 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep going at your own pace. And wherever you're at, take a big deep breath in, breathe out, and then slowly release the hand, place it back on top of your thigh. Just resting here, just feeling the difference on the right and left nostril. Breathing through both nostrils. And then we're going to come to breathe on the right nostril. So those fingertips, those first two fingers down, you're going to use your pinky to block your left nostril. So we're just going to take a big deep breath in, deep breath out, and then breathing into the count of 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out 4, 3, 2, 1. You can use your pinky or your ring finger to plug your nose, whichever feels more comfortable for you. But you're going to breathe in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep going at your own pace. Wherever you're at, take a big deep breath in, breathe out, And then release the hands, palms to the thighs. Again, just feeling the effects on the breathing. See if there's any difference on the right and on the left side. Now for the next type of breathing, you can stay seated or you can come down to a lying position, whichever is comfortable for you. I'm going to stay seated just so that you can hear me, but if you want to make your way down to a lying position, you can. And what you're going to do is place one hand on your belly, excuse me, one hand on your heart. And what we're going to do is take 2 breaths in, 1 breath out. So when you breathe in through the belly, lift the belly, inhale, and then the chest, and then breathe out through the nose. So this can be done 2 breaths in through the nose, 1 breath out, or you can use your mouth, whichever you feel more comfortable. So breathing in through the mouth, in and out. In, in. So choosing whether you're going to breathe through your mouth or through your nose. So if you're going to breathe in through your nose, in, out through the nose, or mouth, in, out through the mouth. So we're going to close our eyes. Now take a deep breath in, breathe out. Now 2 breaths in, 1 breath out. One, 2, and 1. Breathe in, breathe out. So you can speed this up or slow it down, whichever feels more comfortable for you. If your mouth gets dry from breathing in and out through the mouth, just swallow or take a break and take a drink. You can just come back to your breathing. Wherever you're at, take a big deep breath in. Breathe out, release the hands. Just feeling the effects of the breathing. Letting your breathing come back to its natural rhythm. And when you're ready, you can slowly open the eyes. And we're going to come into our first pose. We're just gonna come down to lay on our backs. We don't need any props for this pose. So just coming down to lay on your backs. You're gonna reach your arms up over your head. Option just to have the arms straight or clasp the hands together and make a point with the hands. So all fingertips will fold over, the pointer fingers will be up, thumbs are crossed over. So you're gonna come down, reach the arms up over the head. Start with the legs together and then walk your feet over to the left side of your mat. Option to cross your right leg over your left. And then you're going to take your upper body over towards the left side of your mat. So we're coming into this easy side bend, half moon pose. Just so you feel the stretch in the side of the body. You might feel it in the hip. You might feel it in the lats. And we're just going to stay here for about 2 minutes. Just take a big deep breath in. Breathing into your side body and then breathing out, letting them release, letting them relax. So breathing into the side body and then breathing out, release and relax. Keeping that breath nice and long, nice and deep, and relaxing. And slowly come back to center. Unravel the legs out if you've crossed them. You can release the hands for a second. We're just going to take 3 breaths here before we move on to the other side. So big deep breath in, deep breath out. Deep breath in, deep breath out. One more. Now walk your feet over to the right side of your mat. Option to cross that left leg over your right, so ankles are crossed. Taking that bind with the hands so the fingertips are pointing up. Take your upper body over to the right side to feel that stretch on the left side of the body. Big deep breath in. Deep breath out. Staying here for about 2 minutes. When you're ready, slowly release the hands, come back through center, uncross the ankles, let the legs go straight. Again, we'll stay here for 3 breaths before we move into our next pose. Big deep breath in, deep breath out. And then we're going to come to roll over onto one side. For this next pose, we're going to use a block. If you don't have a block, you can use your pillow. So the block is going to be on the horizontal side, and it's going to come to rest directly underneath the ribs. And you're going to place your elbow on the ground. So we're going to rest the ribs kind of just above the ribs, just below the armpit. You're going to rest that hand on top of the block. Legs can be bent. And you can rest that top arm down beside you. So this might be a trigger point for some people, especially if those lats are tight. And that's okay. You can either stay on that trigger point, or you can move the block up or down till you find a point where it doesn't feel like it's digging into a sore spot. And we're just gonna stay here for 3 minutes. Using the block to support your weight as opposed to the elbow and the hand. Just letting the body relax. If you want to stretch a little bit more, just taking the hip away from your shoulders, just walking your hips down a bit. Take a big deep breath in, deep breath out. Relaxing the lower body, relaxing the shoulder. Resting the head into the hand, relaxing those neck muscles. We're going to slowly come out of this pose and slowly lift the head up, release the arms. And then we're going to prop ourselves up, remove our block, come to lay on your back before we come on to the other side. Just letting the legs go straight, arms down beside you. Stay here for 3 breaths. way to the other side. You can just roll over onto your other side if you like. That block is horizontal. It's going to be just below the armpit, on the ribs. Just extending that elbow out, choosing to stay on a trigger point or moving away from it. Letting those legs relax, letting the muscles in the neck release. Big deep breath in, deep breath out. This is an easy stretch for the side body. As you breathe in, take that breath to that side body. As you breathe out, release. As we slowly start to come out of this pose, slowly bring your hand down to help push you up to release that head. Propping yourself up so we can move that block out of the way. Come to lay on your back. And stay here for 3 breaths. Breathing in and breathing out. And I'll just get you to come back to roll over to one side. I'll show you how we're going to get set up for the next one. The next one you will be laying on your belly face down. So you need 2 blocks or 2 pillows just on either side. Enough space for your head to fit in. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our elbows on these blocks. Right. So your elbows are going to be resting on the blocks. So it's the back of your elbow, so you can clasp your hands together. And then you're just going to rest your forehead down, resting on the mat, and the hands go behind your head. So this is an easy stretch for the triceps, the lats. And then just come down, release the head, and we're going to stay here for about 4 minutes. If you wanted this to be a deeper stretch, you can prop those elbows up a little bit higher so you can stack another block or towel underneath your elbows just to make the stretch a little bit deeper. Otherwise, this is a very subtle, easy stretch for those triceps and lats. As you slowly start to come out, you can move your blocks to the side. We're just gonna lay on our bellies. Arms can be down beside you, turning your head to one side. Just rest here. Big deep breath in, deep breath out. If you have your head turned to one side, just go ahead and turn it to the other side. And then we're going to slowly walk it up. Coming into a seated position. I'm going to start with my right leg extended out, my left leg tucked tucked in. So my left knee is bent and my left foot is just tucked into the inner part of my leg. Then I'm going to take one block. So depending on your flexibility, it depends on the height of the block that you're going to choose. You're going to just start by taking your arms up over your head, and then we're going to bring that elbow down to that block, stretching down to the side. So if this block isn't high enough, you could stack 2 blocks, one on top of the other. And then you can just release, keep that arm up if you like to feel that stretch through the side body. So you're trying to keep your body open to the side instead of rotating in. So you have to keep that body nice and open as you're rotating, bending to the side, sorry. So just bending that elbow to wherever you can reach on that block. And take a big deep breath in. Deep breath out. Breathing into the side body. We'll stay here for 2 minutes. And then slowly coming up, you can release those arms. And then we'll switch to the other side. So extend your left leg. Bring that right foot in. Take your block over to your left side. Placing the hands behind the head. And just going to bend to that left side, dropping that elbow onto the block. Supporting you so you don't need to hold yourself up. Feeling that stretch in the right side of the body. Big deep breath in. Deep breath out. 2 minutes here. And then slowly releasing. So we're just gonna come up to a seated position, but just take the knees wide like a child's pose position. And we're just gonna stretch out through the arms. So what you're gonna do is turn your palms so that your fingertips are facing you. And you're trying to place those palms on the ground. We're only going to stay here for a minute. If that's too much for you, too much pressure, you could try stretching it the other way where you go forward. So you're just pushing your weight onto the hands and feel the stretch. Whichever weight is available for you. So I'm gonna have my palms, fingertips facing towards me and just slowly stretching. So you don't need to put all your weight onto your hands, just till you feel that stretch just in the forearms here. Big deep breath in, deep breath out. We're just here for 1 minute. Try to relax the hands, keep them from gripping. And then slowly release. Take those hands and curl them under. I'm just gonna place them right beside your ribs here. So my hands are pointing down and I'm just resting them in. So it's kind of the opposite stretch to what we've just done. Just big deep breath in. Breathing out. Next, we're going to come into what's called puppy pose. So we're going to start with on our hands and knees. And we're going to walk our arms out. So for this pose, you want to keep your bum up in the air. Your hips are stacked over your knees, and you're going to extend your arms out in front of you. Once you find your position, you can relax that forehead down. Extending those arms. Keeping those hips up in the air. You can turn your head to one side or the other or keep it straight. We're going to stay here for about 3-4 minutes. If you have your head turned to one side, go ahead and turn it to the other side now. Otherwise, stay in your pose. From here, we're just going to slowly walk it back up. Just onto your knees. And then we're going to come into the shoulder stretch. So just coming forward, hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. You're going to take your right hand and slide it through your left palm, faces down. So you're going to drop your right shoulder down to your mat, resting your head so your right ear is on the ground. Option to extend your left arm up, straight, and just resting it there. If that's too much for you, just bring it back so that the hand is in front of the face. So you're trying to roll slightly onto that right shoulder till you feel the stretch. So if your hand is in front of your face, you can also give it a little bit of pressure so that you're rolling onto the shoulder. Wherever you're at, take a big deep breath in and release. And slowly come up. Now we're going to switch to the other side. So left palm faces down, dropping the left shoulder, left ear to the mat. Keeping that right hand in front of your face, or extend the right arm up over the head. If you've extended that arm, slide it back down in front of your face. We're going to slowly push ourselves up. And we're going to slowly make our way onto our backs. I'm going to get you to bend your knees. And you're going to cross your right leg over your left.
take your arms out to the side. Now shift your hips over to the right side of your mat. And then you're gonna let your knees fall to the left side, coming into that spinal twist. Right shoulder doesn't need to stay on the ground. If you wanted to place your prop underneath your knees, you can. Big deep breath in. Deep breath out. Relaxing into that spinal twist. And then we're going to slowly come back to center. Uncrossing those legs. And then taking your left leg over your right. Take your hips over to the left side of the mat. And then let the knees fall to the side. Big deep breath in. Deep breath out. And then slowly come back through center. Uncross those legs. And from here, we're going to come into our Shavasana. So if you want to place those props, place the pillow behind the back of the knees, you can. If you have a blanket and you want to place that blanket up over you, you can do that as well. We're going to come back to the last breathing we ended with. So placing one hand on your belly, one hand on your chest. This is where we took 2 breaths in, 1 breath out. Option to breathe through your nose or through your mouth. If you're going to breathe through your nose, you're going to breathe in through the nose for 2 breaths, breathe out through the nose for 1. If you're going to breathe in through your mouth, 2 breaths in through the mouth, 1 breath out through the mouth. So go ahead, take a big deep breath in. Breathe out. Then breathe in, breathe in, breathe out. So breathe into the belly, breathe into the chest, and breathe out. Belly, chest, 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 out. Keep going at your own pace. You can speed it up a little bit if you like, or keep it slow. Wherever you're at, take a big deep breath in. Breathe out. Let your arms release. Let your breathing come back to normal.
I invite you to stay here in your Shavasana. No rush to come out, but I'm going to leave you here. Namaste.